All right. Well, welcome back again. I guess I definitely need to take a deep breath. Suja, thank you for reminding. So let's just start, everyone. Welcome again. And with a little bit of the jitter that we had a few minutes ago, let's get back and let's, meet our Olympians and rock stars for DSO 2022. And of course, Suja, our moderator. Welcome, everyone. So about women in big data, we are all here today for Women in Big Data's mentoring initiative called Data Science Olympians. Before we do that, let's get ourselves familiar with what we do, who we are, who we serve, and how we work. So Women in Big Data was launched in 2015 with just only 15 members here in Bay Area, California, in the US. And in fact, it was launched at one of my, prior workplaces. And it was just with 15 members back in 2015 as a grassroots organization. Soon it became, and it's still counting, thousands plus members, a lot of chapters, and it started on its journey of global expansion. End of December 2019, it was incorporated and it received its non-profit status in early 2020. And this structure and fundraising mechanism of being a nonprofit helps us and allows us to, cultivate, connect, and leverage all our local content to be a global catalyst at the global level. Our mission and history, I briefly talked about. We started back in 2015 with 15 members, and as of December 2021, we are 18,000 plus members worldwide with 46 chapters and counting. And let me move my window a bit. So our three value pillars here at Women in Big Data are connect, cultivate, and champion. And as you can see on the slide, today's program, the DSO Data Science Olympians, is part of our one of the main pillars, champion, which is champion careers through training, coaching, and mentoring. So what is DSO? As I mentioned it a couple of times already, WiBD's mentoring program, which is a global mentoring program, and under its umbrella, it has different mentoring platforms and programs run under our mentoring head, Deb. And Data Science Olympians is one of the mentoring program that we launched for WiBD members from all chapters across the world to participate in a data science challenge competition. And we support any platform, any competition from any platform. And that's how Data Science Olympians was born. It started last year, and this is its second year. So, again, the intent for Data Science Olympians launch under our mentoring program was to provide a platform to develop, advance, and sharpen your skills, technical skills in the field of data analytics, big data, machine learning, and AI. Along with these technical skills in these particular domains, we also wanted to have a platform to showcase your leadership skills through collaborative and participating in teams for a data science contest hosted by different various platforms and websites. You can participate as a team leader, team coordinator, or a team member. This is, in our mind, is an opportunity and a platform that we are offering for all WiBD members to participate, network with like-minded professionals working in this particular space, as a mentor or a mentee. As I said, it's open to any WIBD member, and irrespective of your background and your skill level, you can be a data science enthusiast, a novice, a beginner, expert, a domain expert, or just thinking of getting into it. Everybody is welcome. So without further ado, let me introduce our DSO 2022 Rockstars. We had 5 teams this year for this cohort, and let me introduce Vidyashri and Ramya from Team Data Health. We have Zoe and Meena from Team Rec, Sonia and Kirti from Data Blues. We have Lakshmi and Rachna. They are both from Nepal, from Team Artha. Sonia is from India. And we have Arpita from New Zealand for Team Phoenix. So all the these DSO, of course, panelists and our rock stars, they will introduce themselves, and they will also talk about their own data science challenge and competition that they selected, that they worked on, completed, and their journey through it. And now I would like to introduce Suja Vishwesan, our moderator for today's panel discussion. She is welcome, Suja, again, and thank you for being the moderator. We could not have asked for any better person, without being judgmental. She is a data executive. She has 20+ years of experience in the field of data analysis and business data intelligence. She has worked with one of the highlights of the companies in this field, including LinkedIn, IBM, Siemens, and recently from Warner Media. And along with that, she is a great volunteer. She has been our mentor here at WIBD. She is a public speaker, and she's still there for us, anytime, just a call away. So thank you, Suja, for being here, and I will hand it over to you now.
Thank you. Let me unmute.
I go to the next slide. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think right now we will have the rock stars introduce themselves and then introduce the project, a brief introduction, and then we will jump into the Q&A. I'm really excited to hear about the project. So I have already a lot of questions. So with data.
First is Data Helps, yes.
Data Helps, okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Rupa and Suja. Hello, everyone. My name is Vidyashri Ramesh. I worked as a data analyst for by analyzing public data and building dashboards. And currently, I'm pursuing a graduate program in applied statistics and analytics. And I am a team leader from Data Helps.
Hi all, I'm Ramya, and I'm a Java application developer, and I had around 7 to 8 years of experience with Cognizant. And now I actually took a career break just to focus on parenting, for the past 3-4 years, and I developed this interest in Python and data science. So I'm in the process of breaking into data science. So I'm learning. I'm into the learning part of the data science field. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Vidyashri will.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Ramya. And so as you see that it's called Team Data Helps, our main focus is to work in healthcare sector.
I think the slides went away.
Yeah. Yeah. In a healthcare sector to help radio oncologists. And this is a Kaggle competition challenge, which is presented by University of Wisconsin Cancer Center, where they are pioneer in radiation therapy. As you see, in 2019, around 5 million people were diagnosed with gastrointestinal cancer. And in that, half of the people were qualified for radiation therapy. And right now, the radio oncologists try to manually outline the position of the organs apart from the tumor, so they can focus only on the tumor during the treatment. And this procedure is like time consuming, and this makes the patient's treatment last longer. It might take around like 30 to 50 minutes, and that may be a more painful for the patients as well. And our challenge to work on this project is more of to create a model which will automatically segment the organs apart from the tumor. And in this challenge, it's around like 1,500 teams. And out of that, we are on the top 30% to completing this challenge with a public score of 87%. Suja, can you go for the next slide? Yeah, so this is a procedure, what we have taken the steps to build this model. And initially we had around 85 cases where each case has a different slices where it contains the visual information of the organs. And it is all of like RLE encoding. And we just combine all the slices together to form a full mask. So it has all the tumor, organs, and all the information. And for the modeling, we used MONAI, which is one of the great tool for biomedical imaging. And using MONAI, we build a 3D model so that going to automatically segments the MRI scan. So by building this model, the patient's treatment will last within 10 minutes instead of taking over like an hour. So yeah, thank you.
We will move on to the next team. Thanks, Vidya, and I'm going to remember the names. Vidya and Ramya. Team Data Blues.
Hi all. Hi everyone. This is Kirti. So currently I'm working as a senior BizOps engineer at MasterCard. I have chosen this project to basically expand my network and working with the like-minded people and learn from each other. So that's why I have grabbed this opportunity as a team coordinator to improve my leadership skills too. And then about the team Data Blues, why we choose the name called the Data Blues. The Data Blues, we are worked the pretty piece on a satellite that's from the sky. The sky is blue, so we want to relate to that. So we name as a Data Blues. So that's the name behind the scene. Actually, that's the and basically. We took the data from the organization called kaggle.com. So, and then these, the challenge organizers are from Institute of Navigation. It's ION. So they have posted this competition on kaggle.com. So this is our first choice actually for this, but we didn't get the enough participants where we experience some were beginners, some were experienced one. So at all we collate, we joined each other and we finished the project till that to the thing. And here we, what about this challenges? We focused on post-processing applications such as lane level mapping, future data along generate positions as possible. Development as a GNSS positioning algorithm in GPS chipsets that derived from the phone model and other factors. And then next slide, please. And then we choose this challenge. We have implemented here the machine learning models can improve the accuracy of GNSS. That's called Global Navigation Satellite System. Here we use in the for smoothing called it's a Kalman filters. We used this for the machine learning the smoothing. And then how we worked on this competitions, we had a handful of weeks for this. So we got on the wall and we had a kickoff call, and we got our team members. We start work together about the data, and we set up the communications in a weekly manner in the live call by clearing doubts, and we discussion about the challenges. And then we prepared the minutes of meeting from the meeting, what to do list for the next week, like that in a weekly manner. We have divided the work with EDA staffs to cleaning the data before that. So we have segregated the work by each other, and then we have completed this competition. So what about the challenges we are faced here is, this is a current of a large amount of data with this Android smartphones.
Can we, I'm going to stop right now because in the interest of time, we will talk about the challenge in the Q&A section.
Yeah.
So for everybody, if you can just stick to introducing yourself and introducing your project, then we can go to the challenges during the Q&A.
Yeah. So that's it from my side. That's called about
Thank
the
you.
We'll speak after that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's Zoe and Meena from Team Rec.
Yep. Hi, I'm Zoe from the Team Rec. I'm currently a data analyst at startup company, and I found like this challenge like pretty interesting in the like beginning of this year, and saw the women in big data have this opportunity to help like us to do this. So I decided to join the women in big data, and I met my team coordinator Mina and my members Joyce, Moira, and Quinn. And this Spotify Million Playlist Dataset Challenge is actually a challenge that from the Rack System Challenge 2018, and the dataset is containing 1 million playlists, including playlists and the playlist title, the track titles, all those the users from Spotify they using between the like 2010 and 2017. So the data source was got from the AI crowd platform. And this one is challenge that asks us to continue the playlist based on the tracks that already in this playlist. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, thanks. I'm not sure if this is an updated slides, but I will go with this one. So there's like 3 challenges at first we face, because like there's a large data set. Based on that, we clean our data to reduce our data set, and there's not too much information for each tracks. So we extracted track features from Spotify API, their website, to get all those numerical checks, like numerical features like danceability, the energy of one song. Based on those numerical features, we use the cosine similarity to compare 2 checks and get a matrix, a result matrix that showing all the checks compared with other checks. Based on this, we are able to predict the 500 checks that got the highest score to our playlist. We are using this method to recommend the checks to our playlist. And in the future, we'll also think about to use category features, for example, the artist name, the album name, to improve our model. That's for us. Thank you.
Thanks, Zoe. I did see your other slide, so updated one.
Yeah.
Okay, Team Martha.
Thank you, Team Rec. Do we have Lakshmi on?
Rupa, can you please stop and share again so all the updates will show up then? Thank you.
You mean share?
The slides itself, the one
the
we are
slides
using.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can just stop and reshare again, all the changes that I have already made will be updated. So those are not copied over to this one. So I've done that. Thank you.
Lakshmi, you can start introducing yourself when the slide comes up. We couldn't hear you, Lakshmi. At least I don't know if it's just me or.
Hello.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Rupa. Thank you, Suja. And I'm Lakshmi Tiwari, working as an AI engineer at Logitronics Technology Nepal. I have 2+ years of experience of working in AI field, and also 1+ years of experience working on finance dataset. And now I'm working on AI in finance, using AI in algo trading. Now my project is working on, and in this DSO program, I'm working. I'm participating in story mapping, storytelling project. And our team name is Arthur, and I'm the team lead in this project. And this competition I have seen last year as well, but not participated. But this DSO program give me opportunity to participate this event, this competitions, and we successfully completed our competition, but not as expected, but we have completed. And I'm keen interested in this challenge because working on AI fields of years of experience, but storytelling is also one of the good idea to give the whole data information. That's why I interested in this challenge, and we are very interested on data visualization with story mapping. And this event is organized by ArcGIS, and so we also got some idea about the GIS and GIS field as well. And these are all team. Could you please go to next slide? Oh, thank you. This is the competition, and like the other Kaggle competition, we didn't have rank, but we have submitted this report here. And this is the project. This food insecurities is our topic, and we have submitted this storytelling to the competition. And how we proceed in our storytelling is, at first it has many topic, and we select topic of food insecurities, because this is the one of the most and most challenging or most topic in the world, because food insecurities happen in every countries and in every world. This is one of the biggest bad scenarios happening. So we finalized this topic, and so we researched on this topic and found some of the interesting results, which is submitted in our story as well. And we found some data set and news collection about food insecurities, and from this whole information we collect some of the information and reports as a storytelling. This is how we proceed our storytelling projects. That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we have our fifth team, Team Phoenix, and unfortunately, our Team Phoenix could not join us today. So Arpita is the team lead for Team Phoenix. So I would just go over their topic and what they completed. They were, in fact, so Team Phoenix was, I would like to share, as one of the first teams to complete their challenge. So they chose a topic from medical field. As the team lead Arpita, she is finishing her postdoctoral research and degree in bioengineering. And of course, she is using a lot of data science and machine learning skills in her research field. And hence the topic was close to her heart, and that's what her team worked on. So it's a MELA challenge, mediastinal lesion analysis. So it was the CT scan images that they took, and it was like, whether it's a benign or it was a classification problem that they worked on, looking at these images for the CT scan, of course. And let me go to the next. So this work will be presented. It's a MELA Grant Challenge, MICCAI 2022. It was a computer vision, deep learning based problem and the project that they worked on. And of course, it was from medical image data set. So they had a total 1100 CT scans. The images that they received as their data to work on was 1100 scans. And then with that, they had to build their models again, for training, for validation, and of course, for testing. So, and they also had to build a 3D image models in order to categorize the CT scan correctly for each of the 1100, the 220 that they tested. So this is about them. Unfortunately, we don't have Arpita and her team to answer any questions, but this was their challenge, and they were one of the first teams to complete it.
Okay, that is really great. Congratulations to the team.
Yes.
I think I understand with all the times geographic locations and time zones, it's very, very difficult to get everybody. So sorry, Team Phoenix. If you want to talk to me later, reach out. I will be happy to have a chat with them. Okay, so now we can stop sharing. So maybe we can just see each other. And then I have a few questions. This is definitely very inspiring to me, given that a lot of you are in the field. Some of you are in the field. Some of you are transitioning in the field, or some of you have taken a break and then you are coming in. I'll start with asking this question to data heads. You said that, hey, you are new to deep learning, as well as the Kaggle platform was also new. How did you figure it out? Like, what did you do to figure things out? Vidya, you want to go? Or yeah, whoever wants to go. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll start with yeah. Since actually we started with a 5-member team, and after 3 or 4 weeks, it was reduced to 2-member team, and we both of us were new to deep learning. So what we actually did is like first it was a bit blind, and once we were researching and searching through the net for things related to this particular project, we came across the UNet and the MaskNet architectures, and we thought, okay, we'll split among ourselves and we'll learn it, and then maybe we'll try to implement it. And actually, as we continue following the Kaggle platform itself, the discussion forums, actually it helped a lot. Yeah, like because many competitors, they were sharing their code, and they were actually discussing about the pre-processing techniques, and we were exposed to very different kind of approaches to the same problem in the discussion forum of Kaggle. So that is the main thing which actually helped us to complete the challenge as well.
Okay, that's thank you. That's great to know. I think these days there are a lot of forums. If you go look, so adding to that, did any other team face similar challenges when it comes to skilling? How did you, like, there are multiple ways. Did you source a mentor? Did you have somebody experts help you? How did it work? If anybody else wants to share from any of the teams, just unmute yourself and jump in. Okay, if not, I'll go to the next question. So I see that you're all over the place. So I'm just switching up from tech to another question, which is the logistical thing. How did you all form a team? Like, how did you find each other and then form this team? I'm really interested in learning from each one of you. If you can take like 30 seconds or a minute to tell me, that'll be awesome. We'll start with Team Artha. Gurdeep, you want to say how you guys formed the team?
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, so I'm actually one of the few members first as a male guy who joined WID back at MapR office just for a pizza. I was going over there and I have been just attending all the meetings and listening into it. So the team, yeah, we had joined something else earlier, but then my team got dropped. Then Rupa helped me to join Team Artha. And thanks to Lakshmi, she introduced Arc software in learning that one. So, and yeah, we could not do much on that one because of the time gap. As of now, I'm actually traveling to India, and she was in Nepal, other team members in South Africa. But it was great to know each other. We did attend regular meetings, and yeah, and thanks to Lakshmi, she kept on working on it and finally brought to an end, and she submitted that one.
Awesome. Thank you, Gurdeep. Team Data Blues, do you want to share?
We got the things from the Rupa and Sravasti only, so they were coordinating each and everything with us on the thing. So they were looping everything. So this is your team member. So they have started doing it. And then they started creating one platform called Cooper. So that's so helpful for us. So each we will be meeting each other and posting the ideas or our meeting minutes of meeting kind of thing. So we are posting everything. So we are we are very much comfortable with that. That platforms make us comfortable too. So that's I think that's make more comfortable one platform. So helping us each other. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Kirti. Anybody else want to jump in? Anything to share in addition? Okay. Okay, I'll go jump to, since we talked about Artha, what does Artha mean? And you guys did this completely visualization, went on the visualization side. So how did you come up with this? And then did you have to do something special to get this thing going?
Thank you, Suja. The Artha means the finance in Nepali meaning. So I have first our plan is to participate in finance data set in Kaggle competition, but due to the that communication gap, team member leaving, so we closed that competition. We haven't completed that competition, but still I'm working on. That's why I put the name Artha. But we cannot complete that competition. But we goes to next competition and we completed it. That's
okay. I mean, I think it is very, very interesting because food insecurity and food is like, I mean, it's still very unfortunate in this day and age where you see food exists, but still there are a lot of people going without food. Yeah. Is something which is very, very sad. But it's interesting to get to these statistics and then what difference that we can make in this world, because many of us are very, very privileged to be in the place that we are in. So it's important that we care for each other. Thank you.
Thank you.
So The other thing is, I know that I was, whom did I cut off? I cut off somebody, some team about talking when they were talking about their challenges. I have to see, which one was it? The third one or the second one? I said we will do during the questions.
I think,
Kirti.
was it Rec, Team Rec?
Kirti.
Yes.
Oh, Kirti. Sorry, Kirti.
Kirti, did you want to talk about the challenges that you guys are facing?
Yeah, we faced much challenges on this team because we didn't finish the competition. At last, only we have finished the competition. My teammate Jackie Zebert is there with me. So even we somehow we lost the communication in bit. So we couldn't able to match with a team lead too. So somehow we can able to have the things from the reorganized the thing from the last competition. We took everything from there, and we arranged something of our knowledge. We searched something on the Google, so we are trying to do something on it, but somehow we lost the connections in between itself. And then I was trying to my team lead, and team lead is trying to me badly. So we too lost the communication in bit. So many things come up in the middle. At last, I'm not sure what my team lead said to them. So I want, as an individual of me, so I have done this. Woman in big data plays me a major role in my MasterCard job. So while I'm getting into the MasterCard, 2 months ago when I got this job. So the first thing what I done is in the resume itself, I'm volunteering for women in big data. So they're so much overwhelmed on me. So they didn't, they started asking about the woman in big data only, not anything else. I'm very honest here, honest here. So they started speaking about what is woman in big data, what is your role, what you did there. So they left my graduation thing, they left what I studied, what I did, what you did, what you do as a volunteer there. So they started with that. So I thought on that time that this woman in big data is a pillar, it's a support for me. So I didn't leave this. So again, so I personally spoke with Rupa and Sarabasti. So they have helped me that I said I stuck up with that. I don't know what to do. They said you can do that. You can come. So and then I spoke with my team lead what to do, and she helped me a little bit. So I put everything together. That's what I'm here now.
Okay, thank you, Kirti. That's very inspiring. The important thing for all of us to remember is to ask for help, right? Because the one thing that we all wonder is that when you ask for help, we always feel like, am I wasting their time? Am I just trying to go, or am I showing my ignorance? All these things come into our mind. But in general, if you just go back and think for yourself, the day that you're really happy are the days that you help somebody. It might be that you sent somebody in the front of the line in the grocery because they had one thing. So we always feel good about doing help. So actually you are helping them to have a good day when you ask for help. So think of it that way, that you are making their day brighter when you ask for help. So it's important. They can always say no, it's okay. And even if you're a person, little bit of ego like me, oh, if they say no, then I feel bad. Go that they are going to say no. And if they say no, you are right. And if they say yes, you are pleasantly surprised. So you win either way. So it works. So it's really important to go ask for help. That's how we learn. Otherwise, it's very difficult to learn. So thank you for sharing that. Team Rec, we all love music. So the thing that's fascinating to me is these data sets are really, really big. How do you manage that? Like, what systems that you use? How do you overcome that massive data set challenges?
Yes, actually, this is one of the biggest challenge we're facing at the beginning. And after discuss with Rupa and asking help from Sabrasi, and we thought about that we are unable to run those data set locally. So we think about several ways, and I was using the Google Colab, which could help us to do this, but like the data set is still very, very large. And the way we're using is to trying to reduce the data set for now, to use a portion of the data set, which at least we can start to work on this and use like a base model. And that in that case, we can like apply this model to other portion, but at least we can get started.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. That's because when I saw that, it's like a couple of things, right? In Team Artha's case, it's very difficult to get data sets, right? In a different way. You don't have sizable data in order for you to do sometimes meaningful visualization or meaningful modeling. And another way, you have like too much data. And then both are big problems. Even though one seems little, both are big challenges to overcome. So glad to hear how you guys overcame that. Okay, I think, there are some questions on the chat.
Yeah, we have a question in the chat. Eliana is asking.
Yes. Eliana is asking, I would like to know from the teams, in a real case scenario, how to best leverage an exec sponsor from your project and how best set expectation on what is achievable. Anybody? To rephrase, it's like, okay, if you think of this project, how would you convince, if you're working for a company or somebody, to sponsor it, right? How do you convince them to sponsor it? And then once you get the sponsor, somebody trusts you, how do you make sure that you're setting right expectations? They don't think that, oh, I tried and I failed. So because you need to keep building those trusts. Any thoughts on that from anybody?
Question. Is the sponsorship is for in terms of the monetizer, like money, or in terms of the technical help?
I think in my case, I'm not a data person. I joined Women in Big Data, frankly, to learn, and I learn every time I engage. I will be an executive sponsor. I may have a problem to solve, and I may gather a set of data experts such as yourself to help me set the problem. So my question will be, in that scenario, how can I best, not being a data expert, help you help me understand how I how I support you within a large organization, and also how would you let me know what is doable or achievable once you have done some scoping, so that my expectations are set correctly. And Suja, you may yourself have some more specific experiences to share.
Absolutely.
Sure. Can I answer?
Yes, Gurdeep, go ahead.
Okay. So Alina, depending upon what is the use case or what is the problem you want us to solve, so yeah, definitely would love to be explore into it, and then form a team or whatever. More than 21,000 people in this group, they'll be love to help you on that one. So yeah, just share the problem or the UAV so that we can help with it. What kind of data engineering or data modeling, and then leading into any data science we can do into that. But as you have seen, all these ladies have shown worked on so much good Kaggle competition, how they solved into it, where there's a lot of struggle into it, but then some of them have already become expert into it, and we can definitely love into we can definitely I'm sorry, having cold, so we can definitely help you in that one.
Thanks, Gurdeep. I think this is the important thing is very similar to what everybody did, right? In these cases, understanding the problem statement on what we are trying to solve, and then breaking down on, hey, what are the skill sets that are needed for this? Like Gurdeep mentioned, data engineering or AI visualization. And maybe it won't be from the same team. We pick different people from different teams, because given that we have diversity of skills, data skills in this room itself, picking that and then coming up with a project plan, right? Hey, these are the milestones. I think some teams talked about pivoting because they had problems in changing the project. In an exec sponsor thing, you won't be changing the project. You might be changing the scope based on what is viable, what is not, and setting those expectations upfront and then having, I think Kirti or somebody mentioned about having a very clear checkpoint on project status updates on where we are and how they are. That's how you keep making sure that the exec sponsor is in the know-how on what is working, what is not, and how things are going.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Gurdeep.
Thank you,
and
Elena.
Suja.
Yeah. Okay. I think we are almost on time. I know with all the hiccups, but one question I have is that if you would go back and change one thing, right? Like what you have done from each team, what would that be? If you have to change, oh, this is something that we should have known. It can be like from people perspective or your technical challenge perspective, project perspective. If you knowing what you know now, where you are, congratulations, you're all rock stars. But if you have to make it even better, what you would go and change something? In some cases, it could be a feedback to the DSO forum also, so that next year when we do this, we can do it even better. So whichever works.
Suja, may I suggest that we just go around the circle?
Yes.
And
Yes.
Why don't we do that and hear from everybody?
Yes. So we start with team data helps. I think I'm going with the order in which the slides are. So, sorry, data helps. I'm putting you on the spot all the time.
Like, yeah, Vidya, you can add if you have anything also. Like, we both were discussing 2 days before itself and even today, like if we would have got some more help in related to the technically, like with the with expert level help would have been more helpful for us, because in the initially, like we were clueless and we were searching on ourselves and we were exploring everything, and until we get to the point, like we get a solid thing from the discussion forum of Kaggle, like we were like exploring this and that, and we were not to a concrete solution. We couldn't come up with that. Like so if we would have got the help from the initial stage itself, like it would have been much better. Like that is the one thing which we lack.
Yeah. Thanks, Ramya. This is really good. One thing that we could do is, there are a lot of AI and data science practitioners across the industry. We can reach out to some of them to be a mentor, right, for these kind of groups, because they are already practitioners, and then having them as mentor, it is something I think, not Ramya, Kirti mentioned, you're in MasterCard, right, Kirti? So you mentioned, hey, this helps with my career. So somebody who wants to grow in their career, and they could be a mentor to some of these groups, and it's a win-win from both sections. So we can definitely think through that. Great idea. Thanks, Ramya. Then we have team. Who's next? Team Blues, Data Blues.
Yeah. I'm not just comparing to the other competitions. So it's kind of thing. It's a success rate here. There is a like the team lead, not a team lead. It's a facilitator here is Sarabasti and Rupa, and like them. So they want to jump in like weekly calls, and for the minutes of meeting we are running, right? So they want to have a meeting, jump in like some other random meetings. They can jump in and ask about what's really going on, what is the gap in what help do you really need it. So I felt like that actually. So only we missed the team members too. We 4 team we are done. So five members are there. So 3 members are gone. Only 2. 3 members are gone. Only 2 people are working on it. The 3 members are not there. So it's a with 2 members we can't able to finish the competition. It's a really challenging part, and that's my worried part too. So we didn't finish the competition. That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay. So having some check-ins in between.
Yeah, check-ins in between, that should be good. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Team Rec.
Yeah, from my, like, what I take away from this challenge is we actually don't need to wait for everyone to get ready to start the challenge. Just like other team, we have different members from different time zone, and everyone got their daytime job or like daytime school. So at the beginning, the challenge is that we lost the communication, and we always thought that we need to have a perfect plan for our like challenge. We need to like meet twice a week, but actually we can just get started at the beginning, at the very first beginning. This is also what I learned from Rupa and Subrasti. Thanks so much. Yeah,
good. And also sometimes we get perfect come in the way of good. We want everything to be perfect. We won't even reach good. So being mindful of that is very important. So thanks Zoe.
Yeah.
Zoe and team. Then team Artha, you have some thoughts?
Okay. At first, we have selected a different challenge. At that time also, we face a different problem in networking, communicating with the team members, and we resolved that whole team and made a new team. And now this team is working a bit fine because we have made a live communication channel for communication. Before that, we didn't have made, and that is what I have take away for this new challenge. And our main target is to learn ArcGIS in our project as well, but it is available in online tool. So we haven't learned the whole software, only the online tool is very easy to implement the story mapping information. But our plan is to learn that with some of the expert, which we haven't done. If I remember that if would be the good one, then it would be the learning the ArcGIS from some expert. That
Great.
is what we want.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lakshmi. But the important learning here is even in real life, right? When you have your work or you don't work, you have children, family, nothing goes according to plan. People get sick, people have life issues. A lot of these happen even at work. So on one side, you learn the technology. The other time, whenever you meet with this team, how do you compensate for each other? How do you help each other? How do you find out? And then how do we cut our losses? And sometimes how are we compassionate, understanding somebody's problem and helping them, whether it is communication or anything, and then getting that going. Sureka, you have raised hands.
Hi everyone. Huge congratulations to the entire team, and wish you all the best. This is a great learning, and you're all true rock stars of inspiring us. By the way, we are going to piggyback on this particular program. We are from Northwest Portland, like Northwest chapter of US. Oregon. We are working with the bunch of team members are here, committee team members in the call today. Ria is our student in Northwest Portland in one of the colleges as a sophomore. She would like to take this program to the college and this coming spring. We're working with Deb and Rupa and others. We are extremely inspired, super thrilled to kind of learn the skill set. And the goal of us is not winning the competition, but skilling ourselves up. That's how we're going to go with that direction. Thanks for all the guidance here. We learned a lot today.
Thank you, everyone. I know it hasn't been an easy journey, but you all made it look easy. So congratulations. Now I give it back to Rupa to close this out.
Thank you, Suja. Thank you, all the panelists, my rock stars. Thank you, all the members who attended. Now I will ask Shrabasti to do the closing.
Sounds good. Can you please enable screen sharing so I may share the screen? Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Suja, for being a moderator. Thank you, Rupa, Deb, and all the participants, all the teams that, in spite of all the odds, that you all have completed the program successfully. And even if you haven't, you've learned a lot from whatever you do. You can speak about it and very easily land a job talking about your real-time experiences. So I just wanted to thank you all for that. And we are all over the world, women in big data, as you can see here. So if we can move on to the next slide, Rupa. I really encourage all of you all to see how you can be a part and help be a part of Women in Big Data. Find a local chapter, go ahead. We can go ahead and create one. Please do reach out to us. And please do connect, engage, and keep looking for opportunities for engaging with us so we can also help you all out in your careers and either ways as well. You can join us from either of one of these ways. And other than this, of course, we would be having the Data Science Olympian program even for next year. So please check back and do join back and do again with flying colors. So thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.
Thank,
Bye.
Yeah, thanks
thank
everyone.
you, Shabasti. And Rupa, if I may just take 1 minute before we close, I want to thank Suja, of course, for honoring us with her moderation and her insight into this type of work and the importance of this type of work and keeping the focus. And I think we heard 2 very strong messages here tonight and witnessed one of those messages. Resiliency. You heard a lot of the teams talk about, they started out with one plan, something happened, people couldn't keep up, life interfered, teams had to form other combinations. And that happened to us today when we joined the call.
Yes.
We had to be resilient and handle an unforeseen situation, which then talked to the second characteristic I heard tonight, and that was persistence. All of you and those other team members that journeyed with you, although maybe they weren't able to join today because of commitments or time zones, you persisted because you kept your eye on the bigger picture. And that bigger picture was investing in yourself, learning skills, whether they be technical skills, interpersonal skills, team leadership skills. You saw that it was worth the effort of going through the discomfort, and you didn't let the discomfort interfere with what you wanted out of this program. So you really are rock stars and bring a great deal of encouragement to myself, to Rupa, to Shabasti, to the mentoring program, validating that this is worth doing. So thank you. I thank you for that validation. Back over to you, Rupa.
Thank you, Deb. I was about to say that, without your guidance and, closing remarks, we wouldn't have ended this. Thank you so much for being there from day one and coaching us, guiding us. And everybody, it was, under Dave's guidance and direction, Shabasti and I could, put DSO 2022 together this year. And thank you for participating, keeping your faith in us and completing the challenge. So thank you so much. And we hope to see you and more for DSO 2023.
Great. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Rupa, let's end the recording.
I did. I stopped it. Yeah.
Right. Very good. Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll close the meeting. I will leave. Thank you, Lakshmi. I understand it's really early for you, so I hope you could get some sleep.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally,
Rupa,
we are
Rupa,
back.
close the recording. You didn't finish the recording yet. Let's turn off the recording.